Good afternoon, everyone, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. Welcome to the online meeting of Speakers Community Toastmasters Club. I'm pleased to be your sergeant at arms for today's meeting. In online meeting environment, there are some instructions that we follow. I request you to rename yourself. All the Toastmasters can prefix Toastmasters, TM to your name, and guest can prefix guest. I also request all the speakers and role holders to prefix their name, their role to their name, so that it's easy to identify them. All the speakers are requested to do a quick audio and video check before they start their speech. I would request you not to type in the chat box when a speaker is speaking, as it disturbs a speaker. You can use a private chat to provide feedback. You are all requested to keep your audio on mute in case you aren't speaking. Please refrain from unnecessary moments or sipping on the drinks if your video is on. Please turn off the video in case you need to do so. Do not click on the share button unless your speech or role requires you to do so. You can display hi-fi and namaste when taking over or leaving from the role. You can connect with TechMasters for any technical glitch. The TechMaster for today's meeting is Toastmaster Monica, that is me. If you are a speaker, then please ensure you pin the timer or confirm that the same is visible at all the time. This meeting is being recorded. In case you have any reservations, please let us know. You can network after the meeting. We have networking session. Please stay tuned. Let me share the mission of the club. We provide supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. With this, I hand over to the presiding officer, that is the Toastmaster Monica. Again, it's me. As a presiding officer, it is a proud moment to start and open the meeting. So I announce the meeting number 108 of the Speakers Community Toastmaster Club is open. Let me share one story. Once in a village, there lived a young girl named Lily. She was known for her cheerful spirit and her love for building things. She spent her all day crafting structures using the blocks, sticks, and even sand. One day, an old man named Mr. Benjamin visited the village. He was a skilled builder who had constructed buildings all around the world. He approached her and said, Hey, young builder, I have heard of your talent. Would you like some guidance to become an even better builder? Lily's eye sparkled with an excitement. She nodded, yes. Mr. Benjamin handed her a small set of tools and said, remember, Lily, just like you build with blocks and ticks, you are also the builder of your own life. Use these tools to shape your dreams and aspiration. You know, guys, the set he handed was the three special tools: the hammer of perseverance, the saw of creativity, and the level of positivity. He explained that the hammer of perseverance would help her overcome obstacles by never giving up. The saw of creativity would help her find innovative solutions. The level of positivity would ensure her foundation was strong and optimistic. With a newfound tool, Lily embraced life's challenges with determination. When she faced difficulties, she remembered the hammer of perseverance and pushed through. Whenever she needs inspiration, she used the saw of creativity and find unique way to solve the problems. And with the level of positivity, she maintained an uplifting attitude, no matter the circumstances. As the year passed, Lily's village transformed. She used her blocks and the tools to build bridges that connected people, libraries that spread knowledge, and parks that forested joy. She even built a small museum to showcase her early creations, reminding herself and others of the power of determination, creativity, and positivity. One day, Mr. Benjamin returned to village, and what? He amazed by the changes. He approached Lily and said, you have truly become a remarkable builder, not just the structures, but of a beautiful life. You have shown that with the right tools and the right mindset, anyone can shape their destiny. So the moral of the story is that with the right tools and the right mindset, right guidance, you can shape your destiny and no one can stop you from achieving your dreams. So I encourage everyone to use this Toastmasters platform to push yourself and grow, learn, and encourage, motivate, inspire. Thank you. Today, we have a very energetic member and the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sanjeev. He is a very energetic and very enthusiastic person who is always learn and to embrace all the members with his talent. I hand over the session to Toastmaster Sanjeev. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monica, for my introduction. So, good evening to all my fellow Toastmasters and a special guest of the today's meeting, Toastmaster Arun. My name is Toastmaster Sanjeev, and I will be your Toastmaster of the day. Today's meeting theme is Art of Introducing Oneself. What comes to our mind when we hear the word introduction? At first, we get nervous that we know that we are at an important juncture, be it the college interview or the job interview or your first date, which I am already remembered, which was not successful at all, which I will share in my latter part of the meeting. There are various ways of introducing oneself, depending on the situation. But there are some commonalities between all the introduction, which I would like to outline. First point is confidence. See, confidence does not comes up just by saying or writing. To build confidence within yourself, you have to be in that situation. No matter you falter. I have faltered several times, but I have already tried my best to learn from my mistakes and be into that situation where I can improve upon my from my previous mistakes. And this because in confidence there are something which I would like to outline, like you must stand tall, you must make the eye contact while speaking. It is said that the person who makes eye contact while conversing with someone are considered genuine and comfortable. The second most important point is smile. See, when I am speaking here, it should not look monotonous in any way. I should change my tone, the way I speak. I should change my tone depending on the person who is sitting in front of me, or the depending on the situation where I am introducing myself. Because a smile can compensate for the fact that you may falter in your speech, but when you keep smiling intermittently, then it helps you in building a connection with the audience with whom you are connecting with. Third point is how you name yourself. There are different ways of naming yourself. Just the way you name yourself during a job interview will be different from the way you name yourself in a say get together or in a party. See, if I go to a job interview, I'll say, hey, good evening or good morning, depending on the time. My name is Sanjeev Kumar. I have graduated from this college. My interest areas are this, like that. But I am going to a get together, say a family party or something. I will no need to say my surname. I can just say, my name is Sanjeev. To those of you who do not know me, I am related by this thing with this family. So, and we can proceed with the further conversation. No need to describe your educational background or those things. So, how you introduce depends on the situation also. One very important point which I would like to outline here. which I think has helped me a lot, is active listening. You should listen to what people say, because when you want to respond to someone and ask follow-up question, it totally depends on your retention capacity and how much you have gathered after listening to that person, so that you can reply positively. So with this, I would like to invite any one of you who, apart from this, confidence, smile, your name, active listening, what are the things they think that are important while introducing oneself? Anyone can come up and express himself. Apart from the points which I have mentioned, what they think are important in one's introduction. It's not a job interview. You can you can say anything you like.
Hi, TMOD. I think a really interesting topic. I think, when someone is introducing themselves, it's important to have a very positive body language. Like we always focus on communication aspects, how to introduce but if you have a very slouchy body or you're not communicating, person and you're not meeting with their eyes, so there is no point in, conversing because the conversation won't be interesting and you won't be engaged in that conversation. So I guess body posture and body language is very important.
Thank you, Toastmasters. Anyone else who would like to come up? Let's have a short introduction of each and everyone. 4 to 5 lines of introduction would do.
Toastmaster of the day. From the perspective of a job interview, what I do essentially is when I share my CV, most of the professional details are there, but what is not there is who I am as a person, not my experience. So CV or resume has my experience, but not who I am as a person. It may also not consist of my strength and weaknesses, my family background, and what I want to be while working with your organization. So when they ask, tell me something about yourself, which is the first and usual question, and then I include such details which are not there in the resume. So I try to add to the information which are slightly odd if I include them in the resume. That is something I share in my introduction.
Thank you.
So, for example, if you ask me as my interviewer, who are you, or tell me about yourself, then I say that I am a man of integrity who believes that clarity of thought, hard work, and effective management can create wonders in any situation. I am from this place, and I have this person in my family, and so on and so forth. And that is my introduction.
Thank you, Toastmaster. So with this, we have next, let's meet our facilitator team for today's meeting, starting with the timer. Everyone, please welcome today's timer, Toastmaster Racer.
Thank you, TMOD. Good evening, everyone. So I'll be the timer of the day. So as a timer, I'll be timing the prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluations. And for prepared speeches, the time allotted will be as per the project. And for instance, an icebreaker, the time allocated is 4 to 6 minutes. So whosoever is the evaluator, please let me know the time requirement for the respected speech. And for table topics, the time allotment will be 1 to 2 minutes. Whereas for evaluation, the time allotment is 2 to 3 minutes. Speakers must meet the specified time limit to qualify for the awards at the end of the meeting. I'll display the green card at the minimum qualifying time, yellow screen at the midpoint, whereas a red screen at the maximum qualified time. Now there is a grace period for the speaker has 30 seconds grace period before the qualifying time and after the maximum qualifying time. For table topics, there is a grace of 30 seconds only after the red screen is displayed. So all speakers who continue to speak beyond the 30 seconds grace will not qualify for the vote. I'll report the time taken by speakers when called upon. And thank you, and over to you, TMOD Sanjeev.
Thank you, Toastmasters. Next is our R counter. Everyone, please welcome today's R counter, Toastmaster Rupal. Toast.
Good evening, Toastmaster for the day, fellow Toastmaster and guest. I am the AHA counter for the today's meeting. As a AHA counter, I will note the words and sounds used by a speaker as a crunch or filler during their speech. During the meeting, I will listen to the crunch words such as and, but, well, you know, and I listen for the filler sounds such and will also note down the repetition phrases used by the speaker such as I, this mean, for a long or short pauses. I will give my report when called by the general evaluator. Thank you, and I over to the Toastmaster for the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rupal. Next is our grammarian. Everyone, please welcome Toastmaster Kalpana, who is the today's grammarian.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, Sanjeev. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. A special good evening to our area director, Toastmaster Arun, and a warm welcome. And welcome to each and every one of you. Quite a long speech for a grammarian, right? But dear Toastmasters, here I am with a complete sentence to tell you to mark your P's and T's. Yes, every comma, every semicolon, every full stop counts. Good usages of English will get a clap. Bad usage will get a correction. Quotes will give 2 rounds of applauses because quotes tells us that you have researched, investigated, and adopted them. It's a learning for all of us. So remember, as your grammarian, am I a teacher? Not a teacher, a colleague out here policing your English. I will be giving my report to none other than the general evaluator when I'm called upon. Before I sign off, let me tell you what is the word of the day. I have already put it in chat. And here I go, epitome, E-P-I-T-O-M-E, epitome. Meaning of this is a person or a thing that is a perfect example of any particular quantity or a thing, all right? Like our father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi, was epitome of truthfulness, right? That way, that is how you're going to use the word. I've even given you some simple examples. Even now, in her 60s, a French woman was the epitome of French elegance. And closer home, actress Rekha is the epitome of grace and beauty even now. So you can understand what epitome means. Please feel free to use it. And I now hand over the virtual stage back to Sanjeev. Toastmaster of the day, Sanjeev, it's all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalpana. Now, it's time for prepared speeches, which I think everyone is waiting for. Today, we will have only one speaker, which is Toastmaster Akshya. And to welcome Toastmaster Akshya, we have evaluator Toastmaster Satya, who will be welcoming the Toastmaster Akshya. So over to you, Toastmaster Satya.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sanjeev. My target speaker today is Toastmaster Akshay. He is in his level 2 path project 3. His pathway is engaging with humor. The purpose of his speech today is to clearly define how Toastmaster envisages the mentoring process. The member will share his aspect of a previous experience as a protégé. So I'll be observing the speaker, and at the end of this speech, whenever I'll be asked by the general evaluator, I'll be sharing my evaluation report. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. The evaluator, Toastmaster Satya. Now I would like to welcome our only speaker for today's meeting, which is Toastmaster Akshay.
Toastmaster of the day, Sanjeev, do you have a title?
Yeah.
Kindly tell. So it will be name of the speaker, title of the speech, and the name of the speaker. Post that, she will begin her speech. All right.
Okay.
So you can tell that. Thank you, Sanjeev.
Okay. Toastmaster Akshay, engaging humor, Toastmaster Akshay.
So today my speech is surrounding mentoring. So let me start my speech with a quote from Benjamin Franklin. Tell me and I will forget. Teach me and I might remember. Involve me and I will learn. Now, this statement holds true for me. I don't know for most of you, but it truly holds for me. Because when someone tells me something, even if my mother tells me something, I will forget. After a couple of repetitions, I'll completely forget what I've been told. When someone teaches me something, I might remember. Especially in my school days, I remember I used to study and then there'll be a memory wipe the next year. And I'll forget everything that was studied the previous year, including mathematics, which was not a very good thing. And the last version is when you involve me into any education part of it, whether it's projects, it is assignments, you remember. And this part of the statement, I truly agree with. Because even today, if I've written an assignment or a recipe or a project for school, I still remember most of whatever has been done. So when it comes to mentoring is done the same way. You tell someone about your experience, they might not register it, they might forget. You try to teach them from your experiences, they might understand a few things. But when you involve them in a part of your experience, take them through what you are doing along with them, they will definitely learn from it and try and avoid certain things in the future. Now, to understand mentoring much better, I have put my background as Maslow's hierarchy of needs. This hierarchy of needs was given by Mr. Abraham Maslow when in the 1900s, where he is an American psychologist who understood the structure and tried to make people understand what are our physiological and psychological needs as human beings. You start at the very bottom, that is the physiological needs, as in shelter, food, water, clothing. These are our physiological needs. Then come the safety needs, home, insurance, a family. This. The next one is love. This is with in terms of friends, family, partners, everything else. Then post that comes esteem needs. Esteem needs is when we are secure in our job. We feel secure in whatever we are doing, whether it is in Toastmasters, whether it is with our job, whether it is with our other extracurricular activities. And right on top is the self-actualization needs. Now, this part of the needs is when we become mentors, when we teach people from our experiences. But what I have realized in my 27 years is that this rank that Mr. Maslow has given is not always followed in the same steps. Yes, our physiological needs are main thing that we need. Safety and love are the most common things we need. But also, even as we grow up, we find mentors in everything. So it is not just only when you're at the top and peak of your career that you become a mentor. You are a mentor even to someone you do not know very well. Now, this part of it comes when you are surrounded by friends, family, even a stranger can teach you something which is completely different. To give such examples, when we are born, our first mentors are our parents. They are the very first people we learn things from. They teach us things, whether it is walking, talking, reprimanding us when we do something wrong. Those are the way they mentor us. Then we come to teachers and friends in school and high school and graduation. So each one of them teaches something different. Now, to give an example of my childhood, once I was with my friend during a weekend. I stayed over at her house, and her mother was a tuition teacher. So during the tuition, her mother asked me, Akshaya, will you take care of this student and teach him biology? Luckily for me, it was biology, so I was good at it. So I said, okay, fine, I agree. Now, honestly, as a teaching as a mentor, I can say it was one of the most annoying and irritating point of this thing, because this child was not getting anything that was being taught to him. He was constantly making mistakes, even after explaining it 15,000 times to him. So at the end of the night, I really was like, oh my God, this is how all my teachers feel when they're teaching me. So the next day, this boy had an exam, which was the biology exam. I didn't know, I had left. This was the weekend was over, I had gone back home. Afterwards, after a couple of days, after his exam, he came to my friend's house with cake, flowers, and balloons to celebrate the fact that he had scored 100 out of 100 in that exam, all because the way I taught him. And honestly, that was kind of a proud moment for me, that even though it was an irritating and annoying situation I was forced into, I actually managed to change someone's life and made that effect in their test marks as well. And that child was so happy with the result that he brought cake and flowers and chocolates for me to celebrate the fact that he had, for the first time, scored a complete 100 in a biology paper. After this situation, I realized that I can teach anyone with my experience, but I can also learn from other people's experience. And other people's experience it's very different. We all think, okay, the grass might be greener on the other side, but until we stand in their own two shoes, we do not realize how difficult their life is or what they have learned from it. So going through after this situation, I went into graduation. My schooling was over, high school was over. I went into graduation. And during my graduation, I excelled on certain subjects. That was exceptionally new to me, but I excelled. And at that point, my friends would ask me for help. And through that process of teaching them and learning from them, I got to learn a lot more things, even from friends or absolute strangers that I knew nothing about. And all they came to me was because they wanted help. So that is when I realized that even being a mentor has nothing to do with whether you know the person personally, but to take the time and effort to teach someone just because they need your help. And when I joined Toastmasters, I found that this part of my mentorship is actually holds true. When I joined my Toastmasters, my mentor was Jane. Now she's moved to another club. But when I joined with her and I did my first few set of speeches and video calls with her and everything, there were so many things I got to learn from her. I got to understand there were certain things in a speech that need to be done. The structure needs to be followed. You have to understand, give a complete thorough explanation of how you are going to go through the speech. And this helped me build who I am today. After all the speeches I have given, following my second pathway currently, I have learned so many things and it has boosted my confidence. All thanks to my mentor, Jamie's help during the first couple of speeches. And that is why mentorship is honestly one stepping stone to being a good leader in the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akshay, for that wonderful speech. Now, it's the time for Moment of Truth, which will be presented by our special guest, Area Director, Toastmaster Arun. Before I hand over the stage to him, I would like to give a brief intro about him. He is a professional with a 15 year of corporate experience, currently working as a vice president with Swiss Reinsurance Company Limited. He is Toastmaster since last 4 years, and he likes running, and he is almost a fitness freak, as I have got to know. So over to you, Toastmaster, for the moment of truth.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. A round of applause for him for being such a nice host for us today. Thanks a lot. May I request all of us to switch on the video, please, if possible. Akshaya, Rishabh, Dheer, Shweta. Thank you, Shweta. Thank you, Rishabh. Akshay, are you there? If you are there, please switch on the video. Toastmaster Dheer. All right, thank you so much. So there are 10 of us, excluding me. We are going to have 5 groups. There are 6 aspects of the activity that we are going to do. Before indulging into details, I will ask any one of you can speak what is moment of truth, not in the context of Toastmaster, in general.
I think it is a mirror that we should show ourselves occasionally to understand the truth of our thoughts, actions, goals, or whatever we are set out to achieve. And if there has been some sort of an error, or if there has been something that we might have overlooked.
Thanks, Toastmaster Kalpana. Yes, so that was follow-up actually. It doesn't come under moment of truth. The moment of truth is one thing, and that one thing is only when you are faced with reality, how do you acknowledge it? Yeah? Toastmaster Dheer, what is moment of truth for you?
So I think moment of truth for me would be things that you do not usually say but you keep. So this is a platform to finally say it aloud, something that you would not usually.
Yeah, Toastmaster Satya.
So moment of truth as for me is reflection. So reflection based on what is our goal and what is our action. So are they both in congruence with each other?
Thank you.
It's basically a trigger point to take certain action basis on the basis of the gaps which are expected from us versus what we are currently taking. That in short.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So most of you are right. What I feel is that in general, what happens if I come to speakers community and ask the XCOM, hey Monica, how is the club doing? The usual response would be very good or good. If I ask Shweta, how are you? What is she going to say? I'm fine, how are you? Mitali, if I ask you in general, how are you? Usual response, are you going to say, no, I'm not good? You'll say, I'm very good. If I get into detail and ask, how is your health? How are you doing financially? How are the work in office, or how is your family relations or your friend circle doing? Then probably, so the devil lies in the detail, isn't it? And that's what we are going to do today. Just dig a bit deeper and see where do we stand as a club. We are not going to issue any certificate that we are a great club or we are a very bad club. We are not going to give any award or reward to anyone. It's just that we are going to acknowledge where we are and then work upward and onward. Okay? Is there any questions? No? Okay. So I had handed over a handout to Toastmaster Monica. Hope she has circulated it and every one of you have it. If anyone doesn't have, may I request Toastmaster Monica to share on the chat or on WhatsApp so that everyone can access it. We are going to have 2 groups, 2 breakout rooms. And if you look at the handout closely, it has 6 points, 6 aspects on which we'll be assessing where we are. Starting from the first impression. First impression is nothing but when someone joins, how do they feel about the club? How the vibe is coming? Yeah, whether they are welcomed warmly, whether they are acknowledged, that they exist in the meeting and all that, and whether they are asked for the feedback and anything. So that is just related to how guests are welcomed. And there are so many other points. What we need to do now is take all the 6 points, and there are sub points in those under those 6 points. Consider all of them, have a group discussion, arrive at a rating, and the rating would be 1 to 5, 5 being the highest 1 being the lowest. Okay. And if there is no consensus, Akshaya says, I will give only 1 point for first impression. I don't like it. Kalpana says, no, it is 4. Then what we can do is, as a group, we will say, let us add all the points. You give 4, I will give 1. It is 5 divided by 2, 3.5. But let us not give the rating in decimal, either round up or round down. Okay, so 3.5 could be either 4 or 3, depending on how we decide. All right, then you fill all the points, all the ratings against each sub points, and come for the presentation. You will get each group, both the groups will get 2 minutes. You will choose one representative to present in 2 minutes. I'll give 30 seconds grace period. Today's timer will time. Let's not exceed. Let's not praise or criticize too much. 2 minutes is enough, I guess. And then later on, XCOM will share the report with me. The final thing I want to say is, you have, as a group, 10 minutes to discuss 3 points. First 3 points will be with group 1. Second 3 points will be with group 2. How we are making the group is, I'll request Toastmaster Kalpana to create the group. All the new Toastmasters or guests will be in group 1, all 5, and experienced Toastmasters or XCOM will be in group 2. So first 3 points will be discussed and assessed by group 1. Second 3 points, 1 to 3 and 4 to 6. These are the two sets that we are handling today. And first 3 will be handled by group 1. Second 3, 4, 5, 6 will be handled by group 2. Group 1 will have new members or guests. Group 2 will have experienced Toastmasters. Any questions? So quickly take master, create the breakout rooms. Yeah, Kalpana, please.
I would like at least one experienced Toastmaster to be with group 1 so that they can guide it. I can even send Toastmaster Satya, not anyone from our group.
I will, that's a good suggestion. I will volunteer.
Yeah, because
for that.
if there might be someone who might be a little bit lost, because it's the first time and some of them are very new. So they may not have an idea as to what is it that has been put forward. So if there's someone experienced who is just there to head and just guide them, I think that ought to help.
Thanks. I will go there.
In that case, let me just put down the inexperienced ones, Sanjeev.
Or if you want, you can create the group. Up to you. I mean,
you know what I'll do? I've got people in front of me. I'll ask them to take the number. The first in front of me in my own screen is you, and then comes me. So I'm quoting 1. Next is Sanjeev. Sanjeev, you are 2. Okay. Yes. Now the next one who I call out will be number 1. Rupal, you are. You're number 1.
Toastmaster Kalpana,
yes.
that will defeat the purpose.
Okay.
In question 4, 5, 6, so point 4, 5, 6 need to be handled by experienced Toastmasters.
Yes, but you will find. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So that's why I'm asking you to choose. Yeah.
Toastmaster Satya, Mitali, Sanjeev Kumar, and Dev. No, this is not correct. Sanjeev, Mitali, Satya is there, but Dev, we will need one experienced Toastmaster here. Satya, would you mind being a part of this group and just guiding them with the questions?
Absolutely. I'll be there.
Fantastic. In that case, that is what it is. But I think even Shweta is new over here. Only we 2 are old, Monica and I. The rest, all of them are new. I'll just need to get my charger. Give me a second.
Okay, then feel free to create the...
And even Akshaya can join us. Shweta can join us. Let us have a group like that. Just give me.
Okay. So Toastmaster Monica, you can have Toastmaster Satya in group 1, and then all 4 people who are new can go to group 1. Quickly create the group, otherwise we'll be exceeding the time. Yeah.
So how much time we are having in our breakout room? 2 minutes 30 seconds?
No. That would be too less. You will have 10 to 12 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. At
So-
12 minutes, we'll bring you back.
Fine. Thank you.
Yes, you'll be having 10 minutes. And there's one more thing, Monica, you need to open 2 breakout rooms, please.
Yeah. In group 1, Toastmaster Arun, accountant Toastmaster Rupal, Toastmaster Satya, Toastmaster Sanjeev, and Toastmaster Deer.
But you have got another one over here that is showing on my screen, which has Toastmaster Satya, Mitali, Sanjeev, and Deer.
So I am in both the group, I think.
Oh yeah, that will create problems. Now, just a second.
Okay.
So-
Please check now.
Can I join group 1?
One second. Let
Okay.
me segregate. Monica, have you started putting people?
Yeah. I have opened the rooms. Please join.
Wait a second. Let us finalize the list.
Okay.
Who did you put? All right. Who did you put? Arun, I would request you to be a coordinator that goes both into group 1 as well as group 2. Can you do that?
Sure.
So that, we know that everything is being well balanced. Thank you, Arun. Let's go ahead, Monica. Let's go ahead. Rishabh is also with us. Okay, send me the request to join. Each one of you, in the meantime, let me tell you, each one of you, breakout rooms are created so that we are divided into 2 groups. Those who get an invite to join group 1, kindly click on the button join. You will automatically find yourself in the breakout room. All right. So here we are, I think, in breakout room number 1. Monica will be sending you the invite. Toastmaster Rupal, you are in breakout room number 1. Monica, kindly just
I requested
send her the
everyone
request
to
and
join
ensure
the
she
meeting.
is.
We were out in 58 seconds,
What?
me, Deer, and Satya. So
That's
we
what
were
I'm
in the
saying.
breakout room 1, and then again it was like 58 seconds. Okay.
Okay. So what is the question for the group number 1? What are the questions from 1 to
3?
1, 2, 3? 3 questions.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. We are joining breakout group
Please,
number.
please.
So am I in group 1?
Yes. You are in group 1. Yes, Sanjeev. Kindly join. Deer also is in group 1. Monica, did you tell who is in group 1?
Toastmaster Satya, Toastmaster
Okay.
Sanjeev, Toastmaster
Okay.
Deer, Toastmaster
Okay.
Rupal, and
Yes, please put them.
Toastmaster Arun.
All right. Rest of us, we are joining in group 2. In the main room, Arun, it will be just you. You also leave that, I don't know how you will be entering each of our rooms, but kindly come down to the break rooms. Breakout
You
rooms.
add me to both the rooms, please.
Yes. Monica, send him the invite to join both the rooms. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I got in a problem. I couldn't see myself into groups.
Okay, you add yourself to group 2.
Okay.
Yeah. I have only invite for group 1. So you send me both so that I can, yeah.
Hi, Arun. Yes, we are back. I think our team one needs to be back, right?
Yeah. Just Monica, can we just message them?
Yeah.
They're coming back?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're about to done. So.
Okay. So can we begin the presentation for group 2 meanwhile? Are we ready?
Yeah, we are ready.
Yes,
Okay.
we are, but should we wait for the others to join us?
Yeah.
Because
So
most of them are members. I think they also need to know the
listen.
whole picture. Yeah.
Yeah. I
So-
also feel that, but just getting the presenter ready.
Yeah.
If you have chosen, who will present?
Yes, Shweta will be presenting on our behalf.
Okay. For group 2, it's Toastmasters. So no, that's a fair point. I think everyone needs to listen. We will circulate, but it's important
Yes.
to listen as well.
Yes, because they are quite new. They have
Yeah.
just very recently joined. Hence, they do not even, for some of them, it's the first meeting too.
Yeah.
So I think if they do have an idea about what the wholesome picture of a Toastmasters club is, it will really help.
Yeah.
I think okay, let us give them 2 more minutes. Sanjeev
Yeah,
is
they are back.
Hello. Yeah. So we are done with our part.
Everyone is coming now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So group 1, who have you chosen to present?
So they have asked me to present.
Yeah.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
You will be sharing your screen, or you are okay?
No,
to
I
go?
will share my screen. Let me.
Okay. So may I request the timer to please time for 2 minutes and 30 seconds of grace period also?
Sure, I'll do that. I'll share my screen. Acha, but he's sharing.
No, I'll share.
I'll just write in the chat.
Yeah. You write in the chat, please.
Is it visible?
Yes, we can see now. Please go.
Okay. See, the first part was first impressions. So first impressions, since is important to club success, because guest positive experiences and observations determine whether they will return and become member. So in this heading, we were only means bewildered by guest book and name tags provided, because Toastmaster Satya mentioned that it is not applicable to our club because it is in the offline meeting club. So, and for other things, just guest greeted warmly and introduced to officer member. Since I am an old member in the sense that I have means I was an inactive member for 2 months because of my internship. So I am very much used to the activities which are going on in the club. So we have numbered 4, 5, and guest invited to join 5, guest invited to address the club. We have given 5. Now coming to the second part, that is membership orientation, which is very much important. And in order to offer member the greatest benefit from Toastmaster experience, the club must acquaint new member with education recognition program and make member aware of the club's responsibility to them and their responsibility to the club. So in this, actually, we faced much problem because formal induction, including presentation of members' pin and manuals. So it is not possible in online setting to include member like in the offline session. So we have given 3 here. Or assignment of mentor. Many members were of the view that mentors are assigned, but it's because of the lack of reciprocation from both the sides. We tend to get back on this. So we do not regularly chat with our mentor. As far as we have thought, learning needs accessed. So I think means these things, learning needs are not accessed as much we expect our mentors or the members to do so. And discussed accommodation for member with disability, since it is an online club, so it is not applicable. And speaking roles are assigned. We gave 5, and member involved in all aspects of club activity, we also gave 5 to it. Now coming to the last part, that is fellowship, variety, and communication. So here in most of the part we gave almost 5 marks, because we are pretty sure that these things happen and we become part of the club. That is inter-club events encouraged. So we have inter-club event organized regularly scheduled social events. Yeah, it happens. Club newspaper website published and updated regularly. It happens for. So thank you.
Thanks a lot. A huge round of applause for Toastmaster Sanjeev and Group 1. Really well done. I really like it. Thank you. Now, can we go to Group 2 and have them as what they want to say?
Monica,
right.
can you share the screen? Thanks, Toastmaster Monica. Yes, so coming to this program and planning and meeting organization. So we have this program and agenda publicized in advance. We have given 4. Members know program responsibilities and are prepared to carry out all assignments. We have given 4. All projects.
Toastmaster Shweta, is it me only who cannot hear you?
No, I think we have lost her. Shweta? All right, let me continue in the meantime. All projects from the Pathways, the Toastmasters education program. Yes, that's very correct. We adhere to the list that is given. So it's 5 meetings begin and end on time. We do begin on time, but there are times when we find ourselves at least late by 10 minutes or so. But today being an exception, we have always stuck to being on time. Table topics and creative activities. I think our members needs to be more creative on that scope. Positive and helpful evaluation. Yes, because we have always ensured that we got experienced evaluations and the takeaway is massive for their growth. Could you just scroll down a little bit more, Monica? Here we are. Now, membership strength is the biggest challenge that we are facing. We are still struggling to reach the mark of 20. Member retention is unfortunately falling down to 3. I'll be coming down to the reasons for that. Promotion of the club, of the community within its organization is again 3. We need a very strong PR person to help us out of this loop that we have fallen into. Club programs and are varied and exciting. Yes, because almost every now and then all the education sessions are held with prominent leaders of Toastmasters to ensure that the study is there and the takeaway is there. Sponsoring new members, being recognized free, because mostly we are getting members from our websites itself. Regular membership building programs, yes, absolutely yes for that. Award applications immediately submitted to world headquarters, yes we do, but the club didn't have to face that much of a challenge in the last term, as you recall very well, Arun. But everything was always updated on time. Progress charts are being displayed and maintained. Member achievements formally recognized with ceremony. Yes, we do that, club, because the new ones who have joined have just started on their path. So I think their time, as they grow into this club, they'll realize that we do have these segments, and this is how a club regularly functions. Club district and international leaders recognized, yes. Club member achievements publicized. We have given 4, but I still wish there was more of it, because I would like it if it again goes, these kind of posters goes into LinkedIn or Facebook, or even on our own other members group charts that we have. DCP is used for planning and recognition, very much so. It has already been made and in place along with days and dates. What is the cause of this challenge? The very first one where we have got 3 is most of the members that I have realized do come in, they want a very short stint to either boost their professional image, and students especially, they would like to boost their resume image. So once, as soon as they attain what needs to be attained, we find them, slowly backing out. And how can we cope up with them? We do try to motivate them. I have tried to talk to them about time management, telling them to write a speech. They can give just 15 minutes every day and give a speech even after 3rd week, and but still to stick on, because hobby is different from you just sticking to a life that is completely right now studies. It's a one-track mind. We all need something to relax. So I do try that, and because professionally also it helps them later on. Many have added their XCOM, I should say, experiences on LinkedIn profiles also, and it is definitely lucrative when it comes to your growth. But I am not making much of a leeway, because priorities are ultimately decided by the members. And yes, who all can come together. I think, including president, who I keep telling, we must have one-on-one with each and every one of the new members. VP education for, pathways, levels. Do you need guidance? Do you want guidance? Do you have a dearth of what to write on? We can guide our members on that. VPM, me, myself, I also will like to take the responsibility to ensure that on and off, I still am constantly in touch with my old members as well as the new members. And VPPR, we do need a social media presence majorly for us to cope up. Thank you. Over to you, Area Director.
Thank you so much.
Toastmaster
A round of applause to Toastmaster Kalpana, and also to Toastmaster Shweta and Group 2. Thank you so much. You won't believe, when I was contemplating, I was selected as area director. I had not taken oath, and then people said that there are 2 clubs which will die in your area, and you need to find the replacement immediately. And one of them was this club. And trust me, I'm so proud of you guys that you are doing so well. There will always be few areas in every club, if we go and pinpoint and find out. It's just that we need to realize the self-awareness is the best thing that we need to do. And it is there, I can see. Intent is there. Lot of effort is going on. Hard work is going on. And to bring it, which meeting number is this now?
This is 108.
108. Clubs don't survive in 15, 20 meetings, they die. And you guys have been cruising at 108. So I'm so proud of you, and I'm 100% sure and believe in the abilities of your leaders that you are going to cross 20, 30, 40, 50. Once you cross that 20 milestone, that 20 member milestone, I think then the club goes in autopilot mode. We just need to reach there. That's the only thing we need to do. Because you are not able to circulate the members. Every you have only one set of members who are going in every meeting, taking roles in every meeting. It's causing them burnout. If I know that I can take a sort of break from one meeting as XCOM, then I'll be re-energized in next. But since there are not enough members who can take my role, or who can, today Toastmaster Monica is playing two roles. We need to come out of that situation where one member need to play two roles. But I'm sure the way you guys are, it's going to be a great ride very soon. You are going to cross that benchmark. So thank you so much, and so proud of you. My all commendations and great wishes and claps for you. I hand over back to Toastmaster of the day. Thank you so much. Please send me the reports later on.
Thank you, guest Toastmaster. Your insightful words will inspire us to work more hard in the future. Now it's time for most exciting session, which is table topic session. Table topic session is about the impromptu speeches. Please welcome our table topic master of the day, which is Toastmaster Dheer.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So, as the table topic master, our today's topic would be related to independence. So, before starting that, I will just read out the instructions. So, this is an impromptu speech session of Toastmasters meeting. It's an interesting session which will give a chance to Toastmasters and guests to sharpen their listening, thinking, organizing, and speech delivery skills. For table topics, the time allotted is 1 to 2 minutes. Green screen to be showed at 1 minute, yellow screen at 1.5 minutes, and red at 2 minutes. A grace period of 30 seconds is given to qualify for the vote. Speaker has to speak for a minimum of 1 minute to qualify for the voting. All speakers are requested to use the word of the day, and I encourage members and guests to specially volunteer for the session. And we'll begin with the session. Is there someone who would like to volunteer? Would anyone like to volunteer?
All right, I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
Dheer.
So, your topic for the table topic is, how would you define independence for yourself as?
Thank you, Dheer, for that wonderful topic. How will you define independence? There are many descriptions where independence is concerned. Freedom. Freedom especially is more powerful a word for a woman, because female somewhere has to be the epitome of freedom. But today I'm not going to speak of freedom or independence based on gender, because I think freedom is craved by everyone. Let me tell you what and where and how I realized the meaning of the word freedom. I, as a child, was extremely afraid or fearful of going anywhere out in the evening post 7 o'clock or post the sunset. All my mental demons used to come out and attack me. It scared me. I never went out or ventured out. Till slowly and steadily, I realized that I was fencing myself in, that I was a slave to this fear of mine and I wasn't able to do anything. And this bond of slavery was put on me by myself, not by anybody else. Slowly and steadily, I took courage to break open that little chain that held me. I stepped out of the gates of my house, looked up at the dark streets lit up by the street lamps, and I knew The lamps were my fairies. And so, step by step, holding the hand of a belief of light, I moved on to achieve my freedom and my independence. Break free the shackles that mind binds you with. Over to you, table topic master.
That was beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Toastmaster Kalpana. Is there anyone else who would like to volunteer?
I would like to. I would like to invite requests. I would like to request guest to volunteer for the session. Because is there any guest?
Yeah, I think I'm the guest.
Okay. So
yeah,
you can volunteer.
Okay, fine.
Okay, great. So the topic for you is, if you were given freedom from all responsibilities for a day, how would you spend your entire day?
Everybody has a childhood dream which it came across very frequently. So for me, whenever I close my eyes when I was a child, is building a hovercraft. Now this hovercraft is a special vehicle for me because it gives you ultimate freedom. It doesn't need a road. It doesn't need a track. It can go along whatever is the land situation there. Is it rocky or is it swampy or it is having sand? It can't stop. In my dreams, I always felt like the absolute freedom. If a prosthetic as a hovercraft is given to any person, any child, it's an absolute freedom situation. Toastmaster, table topic master, if you have given me one day to leave from all my responsibility, I'll dedicate this day for absolute freedom, but not for me, but for millions and billions out there who are deprived of our very basic human rights. You see the geopolitical situations where countries fighting with each other like anything for land, for unnecessary grudge, unnecessary uh, all bad things, but still they are not willing to compromise. They're not willing to stop this war. So one day, if I'm given this freedom for everything and empowered to do one thing, is to work and dedicate that day for others. That would be the best day for my life. Thank you, Table Topic Master, for that wonderful question.
That was really well thought of, TM Satya. Inviting someone else, if anybody would be interested for a table topic.
I can go next.
Toastmaster Arun, would you be comfortable?
Toastmaster Shweta has
Already. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Toastmaster.
So, Toastmaster Shweta, the topic for you is, if you could impersonate one person for a day, who would that be and why?
Thank you, Toastmaster Deep, for the wonderful topic. If I could impersonate myself for one day, who could it be? In my childhood days, we all have watched that movie, Mr. India, wherein we all wanted just to be anywhere by wearing a ring and want to hide ourselves and just want to be everywhere. Wherever we want to. But right now, if you ask me, I just want to be myself. I just want to be a better version of myself. I just want to work upon my negative things and want to make myself better. That's it. Thank you.
Amazing answer. Thank you for participating, Shweta. Do we have another contestant for table topics?
I think we can move forward.
Okay. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dheer, for that wonderful session. Now it's time for the evaluation of the only speaker, which was Toastmaster Akshay, and the evaluation will be done by Toastmaster Satya. I would like to invite Toastmaster.
1 minute, Sanjeev. 1 minute. Sanjeev, this session will be handed over to General Evaluator.
Okay.
And I am very sorry, but I'm going to tell you this. I did ask you yesterday if you did need any help as Toastmaster of the day, right? And I also asked you to go through the script.
Yeah,
all right.
Script
You are, yes, you are supposed to hand over the stage now to the General Evaluator Arun. Okay.
Okay. Now we are moving to our last section of the meeting, which is evaluation section. To guide us through this section, please welcome our General Evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Arun.
Thank you. Thank you so much. A round of applause for our Toastmaster of the day and Table Topic Master both. Thank you so much. Very good evening to all of you again. I am your General Evaluator. As Toastmaster of the day described, each meeting has 3 sessions. Main session, where prepared speeches happen, then table topic session, where table topic master comes, and then third is general evaluation, where I am your chef today and I'll be cooking some great dishes. And I'll be helped by, and what are those dishes? They are breakfast of champion, maybe snacks of champion. And what is that? Feedback. So I'll have, I'm master chef, but I have few great chefs with me who will be presenting some great dishes. So without any further delay, I invite the only evaluator of the evening, Toastmaster Satya, to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Akshay Krishna. Toastmaster Satya, over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Arun. I'll definitely try to give a justice to this role, and I'll also cook my dish with a lot of sweetness, a lot of sourness, and a little bit of spices. But I'll ensure that the health of the person who is consuming that food is absolutely good. So you can, my target speaker, you can always expect that the feedbacks will be always good for your health, the Toastmaster health. I'll use the acronym CHANGE for describing my evaluation for your speech. You have started with a bang. So you have started with a beautiful quote regarding mentoring and shown your epitome of a great researcher before your speech with that Maslow's hierarchy from psychological, safety, social esteem, and then self-actualization. I congratulate you for that research work. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. It was knowledgeable. Then second, the acronym change. The first is C for clear message. Your speech is a very well written and well structured speech that has a very clear message, your experience as a protégé, and the experience of yourself from your mentor. So that's genuinely good. Second is H for hand gesture. Though it's an online setup, you have really used your hands well. I can see that you have used your hands like a beautiful asset, and that really helped you to convey your message and engage with the audience wonderfully. So thank you for that. One thing I am missing, which is my point 3A, A is asking question. Asking question is a beautiful way to engage with your audience. I hope you had used that strength, but okay, because you have a very beautiful story to narrate, which is my fourth letter CHAN. N is narration. So you have a very beautiful storyline, first as a mentor, then as a protege. So that there is a twist, but I have really enjoyed it. Uh, the fifth word is G, which is guard your time. Though you are within time, you have taken the grace period of 29 seconds. If it could have a international speech contest or a district level speech contest, it might put you at risk. Please be careful about your time. I also have a small message for the Zoom master to enable multi-pin, because screen sharing, again, I couldn't observe the speaker in the full screen of my mobile. So that's the issue for me. Last but not least, eye contact, because that technical glitch, I can't see that the eye movement, because eye is again is another asset which can help you, but still you have used your eyes well. And as a whole, I can confidently say that there are so many good parts, but I've already put 2 or 3 as a consider. But yes, because it's your level 2, you have already completed the vocal variety and body language part. I would challenge you to use your tonality for a effective delivery further. It can make you a great speaker than a good speaker. With that, I'll end my evaluation. Thank you. Over to you, general evaluator of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Satya, for the fantastic evaluation. I'll reserve my comments for your evaluation for later. Now I invite the tag team going ahead with timer of the day. May I invite the timer for the timing of the speech and also table topic speeches?
Thank you, General Evaluator. I'm very glad like all the speakers were at epitome of their time management skills. Everyone has qualified for the awards, including the evaluator, table topic speakers, and the only speaker, Akshay Krishnan.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I was expecting that you will probably give the
I
exact
can
time
do that.
taken by.
I can
quickly,
do that. Yeah,
quickly,
sure.
please.
Akshay took 7 minutes 29 seconds on the table topics. Kalpana took 2 minutes 15 seconds. Satya took 2 minutes 5 seconds, and Shweta took 1 minute 22 seconds. On the evaluation, TM Satya took 3 minutes 29 seconds.
Thank you so much. Just in time. Thanks a lot. Now I invite the second pillar of second chef of my team, our counter of the day. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you. My report, I would like to say the Monica, the first speaker, has used one and would like to twice and shape twice. Mr. Sanjeev, Toastmaster Sanjeev has used word see twice, but once, means once, and once. Toastmaster Akshay used but once, 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 and twice unnecessary. And Toastmaster Satya used but once and once. I have completed my report. I'm handing over to General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rupal. A round of applause for her report. Now I invite the grammarian of the evening, Toastmaster Kalpana, for her report.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Arun. And let me just first begin with the quote, the only quote of today's evening, and it is one of my favorite too. Tell me, I'll forget. Teach me, I may remember. Involve me, and I will remember. And yes, all your involvements will remember, and you all will have a great learning taken away. Let me come with good English. There was something called falter that was used by Toastmaster of the day. And yes, falter means to hesitate. We had a word called acronym, very nicely used. But otherwise, we had normal routine English words, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing to be taken a note of. But let me tell you, the word of the day, epitome, was used by evaluator Satya and also our timer Bishop. And I myself used it when I used when I spoke in table topics round. Let me very quickly go through something that we all need correction. I will not need to say surname. A surname shouldn't be spoken. In such a case would have been a better constructed sentence. No mood for further conversation. In that context, it would be further improvement. No need for further improvement on that particular line context sentence. You can reply positive, you should say, you can respond positively. That they think, not that they think. I want to ask what you think, not what they think, because they're singling out each person to come and respond. Meeting with their eyes, it should be, the better word for it is eye contact. You can say that you have to maintain an eye contact. I listen, you will need to add a supporting verb called will. I will listen. Everyone is waiting, and then the sentence was left half, but in the context, it should be everyone is waiting for. Is there any questions? Not is there any questions? It is are there, because questions itself is plural, so we'll be needing the supporting verb are for the same. A very quick take on certain pronunciations. Redemption, no, it is redemption. TIO is generally the sh of Hindi. Poses, it is not poses because it's not O, AU is O, pauses. So if it is pronounced as pauses, it will actually help you to have clear pronunciations. That's my report for today. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kalpana, for the fantastic report. I would say you played the role to the perfection, or should I use the word of the day, epitome. I'm sorry I could not use it. I wanted to, but somehow I missed.
I'm adding your name on the list.
Next time I will. And now is the time for general evaluators' comments. We'll start with time. We started 7 minutes late, but that's fine. We'll definitely improve. I guess next time we'll start on time. Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Monica started with instructions in great details, stated the mission of the club, the role played to the perfection. Then she was presiding officer, came up with a great story, hammer, saw, and level, perseverance, creativity, positivity. Really good effort, Toastmaster Monica. Only feedback, if I must give it to you, then it should be that come up with slightly more energy and more fluency. As leaders, as speakers, the more time we spend harnessing our energy from Toastmaster, polishing our skills, we need to be better. That means we are expected, you are expected, now you are president, you are expected to be a great speaker, bring your excellence. The fourth value of Toastmaster, IRSE, integrity, respect, service, excellence. Bring excellence to the others can follow. Sorry if my network is not great, but hope you understood my feedback. Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sanjeev. The art of introducing yourselves. I tried to introduce myself. Your pointers were really great. Confidence, smile, name, active listening, and you also made it interactive in such a short time. You were really it was skewed against you. The time given to you for the theme was skewed against you. We had moment of truth, then we had so many other things, but still you brought out the point that you wanted to out of your theme. So kudos to you. Only one feedback: if you want to elicit response from the audience, then just pick up, just take the name and just talk to them. Everyone likes listening to their name. Yeah, don't say, can someone tell me? Don't wait for that, because you are not asking some yaksha prashna. You are asking very simple questions. You just go and, may I ask you, Toastmaster Satya? May I ask Toastmaster Kalpana? Just go there and ask. Yeah. All right. Then coming to timer Toastmaster Rishabh, very well done. No feedback as such. Aha counter Toastmaster Rupal, only one feedback if I have to give you is record the whole thing in an Excel and just present. Keep the name in the column.
Done that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then crutch words in the rows or vice versa, and then just present in one shot or share later on if have to. I mean,
Sure.
otherwise your report was good. And also, I think you did not cover everyone. So whosoever comes, whether he's area director, president, presiding officer, anyone, whosoever is speaking needs to be given the feedback. Okay. So take everyone from start to end. All right. Tag team is done. Now, Toastmaster, table topic master. Table topic master, only one feedback to you, what I gave to TMOD also, that if you want to make it interactive, don't wait for who will come and volunteer. If you see that no one is volunteering, just reach out. Yeah, just reach out, ask the name. I want you to speak. I want you to listen. Be polite, but just reach out and just say the name.
Correct.
Can
Yes.
I have the pleasure of listening to Toastmaster Akshaya today? Yeah, and then give them the topic. So that doesn't look awkward for table topic master. That those pauses of 10, 15 seconds, killing silence in the meeting when everyone is silent and waiting, pehle aap, don't wait for that. Yeah, just reach out. Say, I give you 5 seconds. If no one responds, I will just start choosing my favorite speakers. Okay?
Definitely.
Yeah, but topics were really great, aligned with whatever theme is there in the air in the country. So really well done. Now coming to the speaker, Toastmaster Akshaya. Usually I don't give feedback to speaker, I give feedback to the evaluator. But here in this case, I found two things that probably will add value to the speech of Toastmaster Akshaya. One is when you gave that quote that tell me and I will forget, so on and so forth. And then you said, I don't know about most of you, but true for me. That cut me off, that shut me off immediately. You say, I am sure. There is a way to include the audience and there is a way to exclude the audience. You excluded everyone. You said, it is true for me, I don't know about you. I was shut off. You could have said, it is true for me and I'm sure would be true for most of you as well. Now I'm included. So that one thing, that don't offend anyone. Don't go that way where you look offensive. And the second feedback would be, there is a fallacy in Maslow's theory, which says, and you in fact brought it out, that there is a fallacy. It is not true that once you have achieved self-actualization, you will not be hungry. So it goes parallelly. Then why to bring it in your speech at first place itself? Rather, there are other theories which are very apt to your speech. I found one, Hertzberg, Friedrich Hertzberg gave in 1959 one theory which says two-factor theory. You just read it and so you said Maslow said this, but I don't go with that. So you are countering yourself. Then why, if something is redundant, why to bring it in your speech in first place itself? Yeah, that's my issue. Now coming to the evaluator, Toastmaster Satya. Otherwise, well done, Toastmaster Akshaya. Yes, Toastmaster Satya, want to say something? Your hand is raised, actually. I can't hear you.
Mute. You're on mute.
So in fact, I was sharing an emoji to show my appreciation about your evaluation. Other than that, it went the other way around. Sorry.
No worries. No worries. Thank you. I really liked your evaluation. You brought, I am fan of bringing acronyms and explaining it because it's very easy to remember. So it's helpful for the evaluator, also the speaker, because once you have acronymed your whole evaluation, it's very easy to remember. So next time, if I remember as Akshaya what speech I gave, then I'll remember it was changed. It started with hand gesture, asking questions, narration, yeah, all that. So it's very well done on the approach. Evaluation, I like evaluating according to the levels. So level 1 speech will have different evaluation, level 5 speech will have. All the speeches which are given can have 100 feedback. But do we want to give those 100? No. We want to give only top 3. I give only my top 3 recommendations and top 2 commendations if someone is at a higher level of speech, level 4, level 5. But if someone is level 1, I give them 3, 4 commendations, only 1 recommendation. Because at that level, we need to inculcate them. Yeah, we need to grow them, nurture them. If we start giving too much of recommendations to someone who is just starting his speech journey, it will be really harsh on them. So I think you took care of that, but still you included it in such a way that was very good. So it's a commendation to you. Thanks. Going to quickly table topic speakers. Toastmaster Kalpana, always the way you deliver, I want to learn. Seriously, I want to learn that facial expression, the tone that you use, the modulation that you use. A thing to learn for me, and I'm sure the audience would also find a few things in that. How would you define independence? And it's a freedom of mind, I guess, or freedom in mind. That was your core message. So thank you so much. Coming to Toastmaster Satya, if you were given freedom from your responsibility, how would you spend your day, right? All your responsibility. And you are like building a childhood dream of building a hovercraft and some message. You're quite good speaker who comes across very sharp. So if you are speaking, I cannot ignore you. You are like that. And that's the core quality I saw in your speech. Keep it up and just keep on building on that. So thank you so much. That was really great. I enjoyed listening to you. And third, Toastmaster Shweta, if you could impersonate one person for a day, who could that be and why? Well, you started with example of Mr. India and then said, now just want to be myself. You took some time to organize your thought, and I think it did not come clearly initially. You went to Mr. India and then thought, why I am going to Mr. India? I should be myself. So great attempt, and no feedback. It's only thing is that the more you deliver impromptu speeches, the better organized you become in less time. So it's a game of practice. In 20, 30, 50 table topics, you will be just there where you want to be. So thanks a lot. With that, my G report ends, and I hand it over back to presiding officer or Toastmaster of the day.
I think presiding officer and Monica, I would like you to then invite our area director to install us, all right? And post that we will go into, our certification and the winners, especially table topic rounds and the other role players. All right, Monica? So Monica, please invite our area director Arun Ji and let us install the new XCOM. Monica, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't hear a response. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Arun, you can hand it over to Vika and then we can move ahead. Yeah.
With your thundering round of applause, let us invite presiding officer of the day, Toastmaster Monica.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arun. And thank you so much for the wonderful general evaluator. It was very detailed and awesome. So now we have came at the end of the meeting. Now it's a ceremony of the installation of the XCOM. You all are aware that we had elections for the new XCOM in the month of June, and the new XCOM has started from the 1st July. Very recently, on the last Sunday, we had our training as well. And now the time has come to installation. So I request Toastmaster Arun, Area Director, to proceed. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you so much, presiding officer. Thank you. So there is a script of installing the XCOM because it's a very serious business and it has to be verbatim. So I request all of you to maintain silence and follow me, please. I begin the installation ceremony now. The growth and development.
Just a second, Arun. May I request Toastmaster Dheer and Rishabh, both of you, kindly switch on your cameras, please. Thank you so much.
I would have requested. Yeah, I would have requested at the right time, but fine, if you are there from the beginning, that would be great. The growth and development of the Toastmasters program in Speakers Community Toastmasters Club depends largely upon the actions of this group. On your honor, as member of Toastmasters, do you pledge to individually and collectively stand by this club, live with it, and work with it throughout the coming year? This question is to all the members of the club. You can say we will or we won't.
We will. We will.
Thank you.
Will.
Thank you. Now I begin the installation. First, I have taken all the members of the club on my side, on club side, and then we begin. Do we have outgoing XCOM members also in this group? Anyone?
No, because our outgoing XCOM, we just had Sharon, and Sharon hasn't attended because she's in Morocco right now. So the time zone difference hasn't permitted her to attend this meeting.
So none of the outgoing XCOM members are there in this group? None? Zero?
No, zero.
Yes.
Except if you consider me, but then I'm IPP as well as VPM, but then again, I'm back in the committee, right? So
this is for you then.
Okay.
I think same goes for me. I was a VP, now I'm VP. Like,
all right. So from 30th June 2003, 11:59 p.m.
2023.
2023, yes. 30th June 2023, 11:59 p.m. onwards, you are discharged from all your previous duties. Many thanks and congratulations for a stellar role that you played in the growth of this club. We all are indebted to you as the Speakers Community Toastmasters Club. So thank you, Toastmaster Kalpana as immediate past president and Toastmaster Monica.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Arun. Thank you for that. Anything, are we missing out on anything?
No, let's go ahead. So incoming club officers, when I call each of you, please be spotlighted and be ready in following order. If someone is not there, we can install them later through our president. Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Shefali. Treasurer, Toastmaster Rishabh. Secretary, Toastmaster Shubham. Vice President, Public Relations, Toastmaster Dheer. Vice President, Membership, Toastmaster Kalpana. Vice President, Education, Toastmaster Pooja. And President, Toastmaster Monica.
Just 3 people are missing. Shubham, Shefali, and Pooja.
So rest, can they be spotlighted now?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
All right. So in that order, first Sergeant at Arms, then Treasurer, then Secretary, then VP, PR, then VPM, then VP Ed, and then President. So first you go in that order. Take master, please.
Rishabh.
Yeah, only Rishabh and me.
Sure.
So we need usually a gavel, but there is a virtual gavel. Imagine that you are holding it in your hand. Toastmaster Rishabh. The duties of the treasurer are to collect dues from the members, send the dues and the membership renewal reports to Toastmaster International, and pay the club's expenses. Keeping your right hand on your chest, will you perform these duties to the best of your abilities?
I will.
Thank you. You are installed executive committee member of this club now.
Thank you.
May I request Tech Master to spotlight Toastmaster Shubham?
Shubham is not
Yes,
here,
ma'am.
so
Not there,
we will
then
be going to
Toastmaster
the
Dheer.
VPPR.
Toastmaster Dheer. Toastmaster Dheer. The
Yes, I'm
duties
here.
of the Vice President Public Relations are to promote the club to the local media, spread the word about membership programs, and attend Toastmasters events. Will you perform these duties to the best of your abilities?
I will.
Thank you. And congratulations, you are installed executive committee member of Speakers Toastmasters Community Club. Toastmaster Kalpana.
Yes.
As the Vice President membership, your duties are to conduct ongoing membership building programs, explain the educational program to prospective members and ask them to join, and follow up on new members and absent members. Will you perform these duties hand on your heart to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. You are now installed executive committee member of Speakers Community Toastmaster Club. Now, can we go to Toastmaster Monica? I guess Toastmaster Pooja is not there.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Monica. Having been elected the president of Speakers Community Toastmasters Club, you are its chief executive officer and will be expected to preside at all club meetings and at all regular and special meetings of the executive committee. It is your challenge to see that this club enables its members to achieve their educational goals. It's also your challenge to see that your club helps the area, division, district, and Toastmaster International to meet their goals. Please accept this virtual gavel as a symbol of your leadership and dedication to office. The gavel is a symbol of power and authority given to you by the membership of this club. Use it wisely and with restraint. You are a member of your team and a leader. A team is more than a collection of people. It's an emotional force rooted in the feelings, thoughts, and actions of all members with a common goal of achievement, sharing, and mutual support. Work with your team members to create a healthy, dynamic club, a club of which everyone will be proud. Will you, as president, accept this challenge and perform the duty to the best of your abilities?
Yes, I will.
Thank you and congratulations. You are now installed president of Speakers Community Toastmasters Club. It's now my pleasure to declare these Toastmasters installed into their respective offices.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arun.
Now, it's up to President. If she wants, she can address the club briefly, or if she has been addressing, she can skip. Up to her.
Okay. I think we have left with the polling, and I will start to launch the poll for the best table topics.
Wait. If you are not giving the speech, then there is a small ceremony left, and then we'll go about regular business. I'll say that we are concluded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arun, I have a small request here. We have a new member, Toastmaster Rupal. Can I ask you to kindly even initiate her and let her take an oath of being a member? I would even expect Dheeraj here and even Sanjeev to be a part. In fact, all of us can take the oath of being a member of speakers community. Let us give the honor to him today, Monica, since he is here. It has just struck me at this moment. And if you can even read out the membership oath today and then continue, Arun,
Okay,
I
let
would
me
really be
close
happy.
this. Please
Yes.
let me close this. Sure, I'll do that.
Fantastic.
Please let
All
me
right.
close this one. Yeah.
Okay.
Please hear me out.
Yes.
The growth and development. Sorry, I'm sorry. Can we spotlight Toastmaster Kalpana as well? Outgoing president.
Sure. Yeah.
Toastmaster Kalpana and Toastmaster Monica both. Can we spotlight them? Yeah. Toastmaster Kalpana, as immediate past president of the Speakers Community Toastmasters Club, now pass on the president's responsibility to Toastmaster Monica by way of handing over the virtual gavel as a symbol of your dedication and service. Toastmaster Monica, please accept.
Please accept, Monica. There you are.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And this installation ceremony is over. Many congratulations to the club for having such capable and competent ex-com members in their team.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now about installation of member, right?
Yes.
Yeah, just give me one.
No, all right, Rishabh has. I want the others to stay back, please. It is not right to leave the meeting halfway. I request Rupal and Sanjeev to stay till the end. All right, because even Deer, I would like you also to switch on your camera. We still have poll left. All right. And let us have the installation of Toastmaster Rupal. Deer, Sanjeev, and all of us will again take the oath of being a member of Toastmasters.
I think we still left. Conclusion of the theme. All right. So what do you suggest? Do we install the members now or?
Yeah, the Rupal is the one who is new, but I think all of us can keep our hand on our heart.
Okay, sure.
No, I think that will be much more of a camaraderie that we'll feel with each other as club members.
So what happens? So what happens that member takes the oath and then club members also take the oath together to support the member. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So let us do that one first. Yeah.
Okay.
So I will take the name of Rupal only for now.
Yes, you do that. Thank you. Yep.
All right. Can we have Toastmaster Rupal spotlighted, please? All right. Toastmaster Rupal, please hear me carefully. Membership in Toastmaster is a privilege, and the only way to gain the benefits of the program is to actively participate. Do you, Toastmaster Rupal, promise to attend club meetings regularly and prepare for all your duties to the best of your abilities?
Yes, I will. Yeah.
Yes,
thank you. Now it's the turn of members. Do you, member of Speakers Community Toastmasters Club, pledge to support Toastmaster Rupal in her quest to self-development and to make her Toastmaster membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience?
Yes, we will. Yes.
Many thanks, Toastmaster Rupal. You are now part of Speakers Community Toastmaster family. Many congratulations.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Rupal. And
thank you.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Rupal. Welcome.
I hope that here we do this with all the members. We install them, and if possible, we give them a small ribbon or something, or maybe a PDF ribbon.
No, I read about it is optional, so I didn't prepare anything such.
No worries, no worries. Just to make it a landmark in her journey, I think you should give a small digital letter or certificate or ribbon, anything, just to mail her, so that she knows it, that she got it when she joined. So I got it because I was part of physical club. I got it. I got a ribbon, and I still keep it. That is when I started. It reminds me who I was and what I am today. So, that transition before and after kind of thing. It's in between that.
Okay. We do
Yeah.
present certificates and we make a welcome poster.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Monica. I now hand over to Toastmaster Sanjeev to complete his theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
okay.
you.
Over
Thank
to
you,
Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmasters Arun, for guiding us through the evaluation section and the special ceremony of induction. Now, I would like to request the best facilitator poll please be shared with our audience. So,
Monica? Monica, you will need to.
Yeah. I think I lost the
table topics.
Table topics, yeah. Thank you. We are done with the table topics.
So, is there any poll still left?
Yeah.
Yes.
We have two more polls.
Okay.
Auxiliary role players. I'm requesting each one of you to vote. Thank you. Now I'm launching for the best role player. Thank you so much. We are done with polls.
So, as a concluding remark, I would like to say something.
Sure.
The art of introducing oneself can be at best only when it is delivered in the form of a story. Just like we are in the ice breaking session of Toastmaster, it is similar to the art of introduction somewhat. So if something is delivered in the form of story, it also build a kind of bond with the other person, and which is very long lasting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sanjeev, for the wonderful theme and for conducting very beautiful way. Now I would like to present the certificates. The first and foremost goes to the newcomer, Toastmaster Rupal, who is playing a counter role for the day. Toastmaster Rupal, please accept the welcome certificate.
Thank you for the honor.
Second, the best staple topic goes to Toastmaster Kalpana.
Thank you.
A very charming person and who is having a wonderful smile. who is evergreen person and the beautiful and wonderful speaker. Please accept the certificate for the best table topic.
Thank you.
And next, the best auxiliary role player also goes to Toastmaster Kalpana.
Oh,
Very many congratulations.
thank you so much. Thank you.
Next, best role player goes to Toastmaster Sanjeev.
Thank you. Thank you everybody for your
I
support.
think you can just highlight him, no, Monica, so
Yeah.
that we can have a photograph taken, please.
Yes. Toastmaster Sanjeev, please accept the certificate for the best role player.
Thank you everyone.
Wishing you all the very best for your upcoming all the roles.
Thank you.
Now we are done with the certifications and have come at the end of the meeting. I give congratulations to the winners and thank you for each one of you to participate and being here for the wonderful meeting today. Thank you so much. With this, I would like to close 108 meeting of Speakers Community Toastmaster Club. Thank you.
Thank you.